Okay, let's make a spicy margarita. Alrighty. First thing we need to do is we need to salt our glass. Okay, so I was a bartender for quite a long time. However, I was a service bartender. So what I did was I stood at the end of the bar and I made drinks very quickly for the dining room that I worked at the restaurant. So I'm not a recipe developer, but who is a recipe developer is my sister-in-law. And she made what is a very tasty margarita recipe, is the one that I'm using today. Now, there are a million margarita recipes out there. So if you don't like this recipe, there's one out there for you. So many people have it. This is the one that has worked for me. And we made this year for a group of people for a little Cinco de Mayo party. We made a big batch of margaritas using this recipe. And you know what? And it worked out great. And the salt that I'm using today, what did I just do with the salt? The salt that I'm using is a chipotle salt from Jay's Small Batch. I have had this for quite a while. I don't even think that they make this anymore, but it is amazing. So it's salt, Margarita peppers, mustard seed, cumin, peppercorn, paprika, and cinnamon. It is a fantastic salt. And it's gonna be working because we're using a mezcal style tequila. When I say style, you will understand in a minute. Taking lime, and I am salting the glass that I'm going to be using with this salt. There that is. Set this aside. Okay, so the recipe that I'm doing is going to be 3-1-1. So 3 parts tequila, 1 part simple syrup, 1 part lime juice. Here, let's make the lime juice first. There's 2 different ways. I like this style lime juicer. A lot of bartenders you're gonna see be using one of these. This one is probably quicker, better for like working behind a bar, but I feel like I get more juice out of the old school ones. So I only need 1 ounce of lime juice today. So I'm just gonna juice a couple limes and we're gonna get there pretty quickly. So if you roll the lime before you cut it, it kind of like unlocks a lot of the juice that's inside of it, kind of like breaks up the internal fibers, I guess you could say. All right, we are quickly ready to build. So I'm gonna put some ice in a tin. And now we get to measure this out. So that's the 1 ounce. So 1 ounce of lime juice, 1 ounce of simple syrup. You can make simple syrup at home. It is a 1-to-1 ratio of water and sugar. And then 3 ounces of tequila. So it's a pretty strong margarita, I'm not gonna lie, which is just fine with me. So I am using Ritual. It's a 0 proof. It's an NA tequila. I don't drink alcohol anymore. So NA beer has really come a long way. NA beer is amazing. NA spirits and wine have not kind of made it there. But I have found that when you're mixing it into a cocktail, it's not bad, you know? So this is like a mezcal style NA tequila. It's not terrible. On its own, it's not the best thing in the world. All right, now we need to make it spicy. I'm always about like, when it comes to things like tinctures, like the best way that you can use this in a real world format is in cocktails. I'm using Tangerine Dreams from my buddy Jake. It's fantastic. It's got like some fruity notes to it. And I'm gonna start off with, say here, let's go 5 drops, and then we'll definitely ramp it up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7. Let's go. And now we're gonna give it a shake. We're going to pour it over. Garnish with a lime. A spicy margarita. Okay. Let's see how it tastes, and then we're definitely gonna ramp it up. So, I mean, why not? Let's just squeeze a lime. Why not? Nothing like a margarita at 9:54 a.m. on a Friday. Cheers. That is actually super nice. It is, the heat comes late, so you get like, this is why I love using tinctures in cocktails and beverages. You get all the flavors of the drink, and then the heat comes in second. That's why I love it. It works backwards. Okay, let's make it super hot. Let's see. We're gonna go with as much as I possibly can. So we're gonna go. Let's give it another. So that's probably about another. So I went with like 8 drops. That's probably about 40 now. Oh, I messed up the salt. Okay. Let's see how hot it is in the second time around. It is much hotter. Oh, God. So hot. I've made a lot of, over the years, spicy margaritas. I've taken tequila and taken different sort of peppers and infused it, and it's always like way too hot on like the unpleasant heat level. Like, I'm not talking about spice, I'm talking about like what a habanero does in your mouth. Like, it's like too punchy and it just like blows everything out. It's like so sharp that it doesn't make sense. Because at the end of the day, you want something to taste good. And so using tincture, like, you're adding all of the heat to the entirety of the drink very quickly at the end. You know, like, you're not infusing the tequila, you're not infusing the lime juice, you're not infusing the simple syrup, you're not infusing the salt, even though you can do all those things. But like, this allows you to have like a level of control that is just unparalleled. All right, let me do one more sip of it. This thing is very, very warm. Cheers. It's actually, I was gonna say it's actually getting better. The beauty of it is that, oh God, it's rising. Mmm. Mmm. Oh. Like, I keep wanting to go back to it. Like, it's crazy. It's like, you get all the flavors, and then and you think it's not hot, and then all of a sudden it's really hot, but then it goes away, and you just want to eat more of it, or drink more of it. All right, one more and I'm done, I promise. So good. I made it too hot, but it's so freaking delicious. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is tinctures. If any way, shape, or form are great for making cocktails. What do you use to make cocktails? Let me know in the comments. All right, I love you guys. Have a great weekend. See you guys in the next.
Hey, this is Brian Ames. Please click the subscribe button that you see right there, and you'll subscribe to my videos. From now on, I'm going to be eating a lot of peppers. It's going to, oh man, it's going to be great. Bye.